This is a tarot card reading for the zodiac sign Scorpio for the 17th till the 26th of March 2021. I will talk about the past and then situations at present and then about your future. I timestamp this, you will find the times in the description box below. Starting with the past, I think that there was an ending of a relationship. Something that was really hurtful, and I think that it was maybe a longer term relationship. I think it is full of memories. There are these clouds in the past. I think a lot has happened in this relationship as well. I think you didn't really want to let go of it. I think you really wanted to try to make it work, even though there was very likely a third person in this relationship. You have twice the Seven of Cups, so I think that there were some other people, or the person you were with maybe had interest in other people, or kept their options open, or couldn't commit. You have the Queen of Swords, it lays next to that, so I think that's also, you were very emotional with it, I think, and you really try to stay logical. You try to really see this as, okay, this happened and it needs to end, and I think you really could tell yourself that, but that's not what you felt. You felt something else. You felt really hurt. You felt like this heart is upside down. So it also, maybe you were sick of it, or you really felt it in your stomach. It also lays next to the Ten of Swords. So I think, that was an ending, and maybe it was a sudden, really painful ending. And I think, it was something that happened that was just not beautiful. I think that you really knew that you had to go away from this. You knew that you really didn't want this anymore. You didn't feel like that, but I think that you also really wanted to try it again and couldn't let go of this. The Three of Swords is saying that, and this card is saying that even though you were really hurt, I think that you really wanted to do everything to stay with this person or to keep this relationship, even though things were not nice anymore. I think that you were really like you tried to become this person. You tried to become like I think you worked maybe on yourself, or you made yourself like maybe you changed some lifestyle or your looks, or you tried to maybe even you tried everything to keep this person or to stay with them, so that they would look at you instead of the other people. But I think it just didn't work anymore. I think something happened where maybe they kept coming back and say, it's you who I want, or maybe they gave you also this impression, and but actually they were trying out other things, because you have twice the card Seven of Cups. So I think this person maybe did this a few times. Maybe they were just thinking about other people, thinking about what their options are. I think this is a person maybe with a low self-esteem, or a younger person, or maybe more irresponsible. They couldn't commit themselves, or maybe they couldn't take that responsibility for something. They were maybe thinking about all the other things that were existing. They were overwhelmed with opportunities, and they tried them out. Maybe I think in the past maybe it only stayed with an idea, and then they were lured into maybe trying out more things. It can also be that both of you were doing that. These card readings can also be the other way around, so that this is about you. There is someone who has many options and is looking at something else than this relationship. They are hurt in this relationship, and it has ended. And I think there is somebody here who can't let go of that. They are too hurt and they can't let go of that relationship. And the reason is because, yeah, maybe there is really betrayal. Maybe there is, yeah, they keep going to somebody that they think is more, or they are more impressed with someone and they keep going to that person. Now, yeah, you have the Ten of Swords at present, so that is like this sudden ending. I think something needed to happen here, because I think that you really felt you physically not well with this. I think you were like really emotionally, yeah, you were sick of this, I think, and something there. You felt like that this must be the end, and it was sudden, and I think it had to do with some behavior of the person you were with, probably, who was doing some irresponsible thing. They maybe even you saw some photographs or some social media messages, something that showed you that yeah, it was not nice, something that happened that they did to you related to the other options. And I think that also you were really yeah, worried about it, you were really sad about it, you maybe even had anxiety and depression about this. So at present I think that there is this ending, and but you can't accept it. I think you are angry with this person. I see that also in your future. You are angry with what has happened or what they did. Maybe they played mind games, because there is this Queen of Swords. Maybe they told you that there was something more between the two of you than there actually was. Maybe they told you it was not important, this third sword there was nothing, but definitely there were too many options, because otherwise you don't have the Seven of Cups twice. So that says something about the yeah, what this reading is really, what is important in this reading. If there are double cards in there with the same meaning, then it's something that is there. And I think you really maybe even didn't want to see it. Maybe you wanted to deny it. Maybe you thought it's much stronger what we have. But I think yeah, it is like it didn't work out the way you thought. And it is really painful. It's really something you didn't want to end, but it is ending and it is happening, and it is something that yeah, you are trying to deal with now at present, I think, and that is, you know, you just really have to go within and try to balance things out. Look at your emotions. I think it went out of control maybe. And yeah, I think that you were so hurt that you really couldn't think of anything else, and you are just finding yourself back, or you're looking at also who you were. I think maybe you got very insecure from this, and you're looking at yourself, and maybe you couldn't find your own word with this, your own beauty with it, your own inner self and your own opinion about what you want from a relationship, how you want to perceive love, how yeah, how you want to be with someone as well. I think it also hurt your trust, because you have the Eight of Swords, so this person feels like really imprisoned by their own thoughts. And I think you had anxiety, you lost your trust, you didn't know what to think. This person maybe has really played with your mind. You really, yeah, I think you really couldn't trust things anymore. You really felt hurt and you really didn't know how to come out of this. Not very long anymore, and you're getting out of this. But I think at present you still feel like they did something, and you just can't believe how reckless they have been, or how could they show that or do that or say that to someone about you. Maybe there is gossip as well. This person is not somebody that you can rely on, somebody that you can have like a stable relationship with. This person is far too much playing, and they have a too high or too low self-esteem, and then they show themselves as if they know it all, or they have it all, or they are really popular. But actually that is only a facade. You start to see that. You start to deal with this. You start to look at what this love was, and how can that be real love if somebody is doing that. Because no matter what, if you love someone, I think everybody expresses their love with compassion, with caring about somebody, and also about their feelings, their emotions. And you don't want to hurt somebody like this. I think you're looking at that, and I think there have things been done and said for which you can't go back anymore to this situation in the past. I think that you are focusing on work. So I think that you have some skills, and you also, I think that there were some ideas that you had in the past that you are working out now, and you are going to get stronger with this kind of time out, or taking the rest for yourself, balancing things out, and you will come to picking up something that you really enjoyed in the past, but also I think to just get your mind out of this, to go in a different direction, and just to take back control of your life. And you're going to do that. So I see that you really, I think with this ending, and with this, I think it was maybe a confrontation. I think you are coming out of this feeling that you can't move forward. I think you will very soon, or if maybe you did that already, you pick up your work, and you can't enjoy it probably as much as you did in the past, but you're going to just I think you're going to take a different direction than you did before with it. I think you're maybe because you don't really care where it is all going, because you were like limiting yourself in your thoughts, or I think you had this circle in your mind. You kept overthinking the same thing, what has happened there and all that, and you want to get away from that, and that is what you're doing. So where you couldn't leave with the Six of Swords in the past, you're going to leave at present. You're going to leave the situation, and that in the future is like a huge turning point for you. So you have this card, it's the Wheel of Fortune, so don't forget that wheel turns in your favor. So it is something that you needed to go through this ending, and there is a new beginning. So that's a beautiful new beginning, and that I think comes together with dealing with your anger. Dealing with your anger about this person, what they did, that they caused you to feel like this, that you felt backstabbed by them, so they did something that was really not nice. You felt like really like imprisoned, or really maybe even depressed. This card is always needed to make a new beginning, or not always, but if there has been something like this happening, then this card is like saying, like, you can fight whatever you want, you can do whatever you want, you can really want to keep it together, or have all these ideas, have all these dreams as well, and these pictures and these memories. But is that now? And I think that is something that you're confronted with very soon. It's like, okay, so I think that you really realize that you don't even want to be with that person anymore, even if that has been so much hurt. Maybe you had a very good time, maybe you have so many good memories, but I think that you don't want it. You're going to give that up, because I think you realize that you really deserve more. You really deserve something for yourself that you really want, that you really also realize that you also have options. And I think with this working on yourself and trying to be with this person, they didn't see you. They didn't see these colors in the rainbow and on these wings. They didn't see the inner you and how beautiful a person you are. They didn't see the real you, the truth from you. They didn't see that, because they were not really honestly interested in that. And in the future you see that that is not what you want from a relationship. You want something much better than that. I think you realize that in the Temperance card. It's also a spiritual card. It's also saying, yeah, you get back more to yourself, knowing what you want, which direction you want to take, and that you are also worth it. You are really worth it, and it's not worth it to restrict yourself and this feeling that you're not good enough, that you're not, maybe don't look good enough, or that you're not good enough for this person. It's really the other way around. If they can't see your colors, if they can't see yours, who you are, or what you your inner you, and you, how what a talented and beautiful person you are. If they can't see it, then they don't deserve to be with you, or not even around you. You have this card, Forgiving and Learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And not very long after you get over this anger. You get over this anger in a few months from now, and you see things differently. I think you're even going to be happy that that sounds strange, but what is happening to you now? You think you can't get over it, but actually you're going to be happy that you have been given opportunities, and that you can manifest things in your life that you really want. You can manifest like real love in your life. You can manifest something work-wise as well, or working with people. And I think that you are seeing, maybe for very few of you, it is like you want to help people, because you want maybe to help people who were in a similar situation as you. That can be, that is very specific, but I think most of you want to get to know other people, be more in maybe with a community, but also to socialize again, and to have a whole new beginning with this turning point, seeing what your self-worth, seeing what you can do and what you can reach. You have this card, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. That comes with a Magician. It comes, you're coming out of this problems from the past. You're really leaving this behind you. You can see what you want, what you don't want. And I think that you are also looking at the past, and you can see it as, that was a memory. You have good memories about it. And I think you focus on that. I think you focus on, yeah, that was good, but it wasn't good anymore. It was not. You didn't want to be treated like that. How things were out of balance, and I think you really are surrounding yourself with people who really can express their love and you do feel connected with. I think you're going to feel really in tune with people. You are going to feel more connected with people that are on your in your vibrations, in your energy, and that is positive energy. And so then you leave the anger behind you and you can move on. And I can see that about this, it's like you still will have some kind of problems, I think, with trust, finding a balance after this feeling. Maybe you don't trust the direction you have taken. Maybe you are afraid that things are not going to work out financially after having left this relationship. But or I think it really has to do with trust, and that you are looking at not giving too much from yourself again, like this with this Page of Cups, where you really and with the Three of Swords. I think you were so overwhelmed with emotions and you didn't know anymore how to balance your emotions, and I think you are afraid that you will come in the same situation. But that's the thing about you have this experience, you are learning from this, and you're going really well by getting through this anger, making a change in your life, and getting in contact with the right people that they won't hurt you as this person in the past, because the people that you have found are much more on a similar path as you. And I'm also saying that because this lays next to the Ace of Cups. So this is something, says, it's like this hand comes out of the sky, and it's the universe saying you can trust your emotions, you can have these emotions, you can share your emotions with these people. And I think there is somebody also, there is a beautiful love coming in your life, a person in your life, and that is like totally different than what you had in the past. This is something that you can trust, this is something that you feel, a person who you really feel connected with, and that you maybe don't even need the words with, because you feel it, like with the Temperance card. You feel that maybe this is even a spiritual connection. And and you have the card True Love, so that's why I'm saying that as well. This is the moment of a lifetime. Okay, Scorpio, this is what I have for you. Thank you very much for watching my video, and see you next time.